Boop boop be doop. My eyes. My eyes need to be in my head. 1944. Walking Liberty $50. Very cool coin. These are original $50. They were made till like 48. I believe it was 48 when they stopped. 90% silver. These are like 3/4 ago, design wise. $1930 is when they stopped doing them. 1930 was the last year. No, it's not. I'm looking at quarters. Gotta go to halves. $50. Yeah, 47. Losing my mind. 47 was last year. It's 44. Common date. The date has good meaning to the purchaser. What's up, LT? This is for Guy, who's in here earlier when we made the full-size version, the Silver Eagle. We're doing the half-size version, the Walking Liberty. It's a cool coin. This will be fun. Pretty much sticking to the way we do things. We'll just trying to keep the In God We Trust visible, and obviously the date and whatnot.
If you have a utility meter
that won't be
like
hard.
this on the side of your house,
Get out of my ads. What up, Debbie Foe? Long time no see. Well, welcome back. It's good to be seen. It's good to see you. I'm trying to figure out why my stream isn't playing. It's just not playing. Let me refresh it maybe. It's just not playing. And I don't know why. There it is. Okay. Frickin' frick. Alright, I think we can get going. I just sent Guy a message saying I was going live in 5. It's been about 5. He may or may not show up to watch this one. But let's get going. 1944 $50. Heads out. We're going to make this thing super pretty too. These are prone. These are accident prone. So we got some possible excitement of this splitting open, or cracking, or being totally destroyed. So let's hope that doesn't happen. But if it was going to happen, it would happen today, right here. We don't want that to happen. Alright, so let's find out what size hole to do. I want to go the biggest hole without touching the In God We Trust. And I believe this would be that size. Yeah, feels right. So we're going to do a 9/16 punch. What? I know. That's crazy. I know, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're gonna do it. It's a beautiful day in Seattle. It's gorgeous outside. What could you make with a small... I don't really know much about coins from other countries. So, I don't know how small they get. Alright. Cover your ears up. It's gonna be loud. Boom. Center's out. Boom. Boom. Boomity boomity boom. There we go. It's got a hole. We have some room for In God We Trust. Looks like we have a little, there's some character to it, you know. A few original dings. You know, you're gonna get that on these older coins. But it's character. It's got a great read. We'll add a read to the other side. We'll do some reading. Some rereading. Some rereading. Ridiculous. Ridiculous reading. Alright, let's clean this hole out a little bit. Get the hole cleaned. Oh, I don't have power plugged into this. So one thing, I need a little bit more power strippage going on. Then I'd be stoked. So I don't have to unplug things, plug them in. Plug this in. It's in. Alright. Let's go. What up, Dave? Deputy Dave in the house. And again, this video is from Guy to Aunt Meach. Woo! Hot. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. Little MC Hammer Ghostbusters 2, I believe there. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. They are the Ghostbusters. Something, something, something. Aight. Aight. Clean the hole. You gotta clean the hole. It's a really nice day. It might be nice enough to go downtown and do some sightseeing. Hole cleaner. Do some touristy type shit. Since I really haven't gone. Since I moved here, I haven't really gone out and done. I haven't even been up to Everett. I love Everett. Everett's beautiful. Mukilteo. All those northern spots are super pretty, especially today. It's just gorgeous out. It's chilly, but chilly doesn't bother me. Clean hole is always important. Mac's good. He's finally relaxed, laying down. He's addicted to these TREATBALLS. So a lot of the time he's just staring at me and then looking at one of those things I just spelled out for you. Waiting for me to fill it up. And you know, it's not good for his diet to have just those. So I spread them out throughout the day. Gotta spread them out a little bit. Alright. The hole is clean. So this is where we just pray we don't get a split. So there's a few points on here where they're really prone to split. So you just watch it. Be careful with it, you know. Dog, well, he didn't say he was stressed out from the move, but I'm sure it was stressful. He's very intelligent though, so he figured it out. We've done it before. This coin is almost 80 years old. That's pretty crazy. I'm assuming it's a birth year of Aunt Meach. Alright. What's up, scrapping, hoarding, tinkering, fun? We're having some tinkering fun in the shop today. Tinkering around in the shop today. Alright. Let's fold this guy. Need the small. Don't need to eat it. We'll need it in a second. Alright, so we're going to use this cone here. Where did I put? It's in the photo booth. Photo area. So we're going to use a series of cones. Press them down. Boop. Guy has made it. Welcome, guy. I assumed it was a birth year. I just did the math though and realized 79. That's a good life right there. 79. That's awesome. All right, this hope this coin is a strong one. Those few points I pointed out earlier, we don't want those to become an issue. The fragile spots. Fragile. And the last cone to finish this step. Just gotta go a little tiny bit here. Alright. So that's as far as I could press down because we're sucked up to the coin. We got a ring started. And our soft points hopefully won't become an issue. Let me see what size this is right now. Our end goal is a 7.5. It's a 10 right now. So I don't have to stretch it, so we should be fine. There's a few points that are prone for splitting when you do the stretching part. It is awesome to watch the process. That's why I like to throw that offer out there to people, because these videos stay up as long as I'm not playing music or like normally when I go live and I'm just having fun, I'll play music and I'll get copyrights and then the videos will get taken down. But for these I'll just keep it quiet, so there's no reason for them to take them down. So you and your aunt can watch this being made later, or you can just watch it now. But they'll be up, so I won't take them down. So just a little nervous about these few points here, but like I said, we don't have to stretch, so we should be fine. So 7.5 is our goal. We're going to run this through the Swedish die next, and then we'll add a reed to it. I'm just trying to double check that I don't need to stretch it at all. Now we'll be good. Yeah, LT. It is it's pretty wild too, because these can get really, really funky, like coin rings. Like sometimes, like with Ben Franklin halves, they're really prone to be wonky. So they're not flat; they're just really wavy, and it's amazing that with the right tools and the right know-how, you can make it look like that was never there, like just by bending and manipulating the metal back to the way it was. Alright, so we're good to go. We're just going to run this through the Swedish die. Like we can just use the smallest one. You wrap it up really good. I knew that this bench thing would get in the way eventually. It's starting to get in the way. This toolbox behind me. So I'm wrapping it in some Teflon tape right now. It's 90% metal, so it's a lot harder than the 999 we did earlier. The pure silver, the .999. That metal is really soft, so it's a lot easier to smash the detail down, which we didn't do because we did a lot of layering. But with this 90%, it's not necessarily an issue. You can still smash the detail down, but it's pretty tough. It's a tough metal that'll stand up and Protect what's right. That makes no sense. Alright. Start with nothing just so I can have a little groove. A little groove to rock with. Plus, I don't think this die is going to be used for more than a couple presses. That's probably all I'll need this one for. We'll go down to size. Now I can use this. Alright, so we can pretty much see the details kind of coming through the tape. You see the top is more opaque than the bottom. That just tells me that I need to press just a little bit further because of that white tape at the bottom. But I'm going to cover that white tape up with some more tape just to protect it. Wah, wah, wah. And we'll just go like wiki. That's about it. 2 wikis worth. You give it like 2 wikis, and then to give it a look, and it looks like that white tape. It's almost gone. There's still a little bit of patching, so we're gonna press a little bit further to get that little patchiness out. And again, this is gonna be a 7.5. Let's see where we stand right now. We're probably pretty darn close. 9.5. So we're definitely okay with going just a tad bit further. But I always like to just add more tape. You can never protect it enough. Every bit of detail counts. Especially when you're dealing with an 80-year-old coin. I'm lucky there's any detail on these things. To be honest with you. Is that the right way? Is that the reeded side up here? Yes, it is. Yep. It is. Yep, it is. Yeah. It is. That was it. Okay. So now it's opaque all the way around. We're opaque. So I know that's good. What's up, Matome? 90% silver is correct. Any $50 prior to 1965, so 64 and earlier, is 90% half, 90% silver. And that goes for quarters also. Dimes also. So that's where we're at right now. So now we need to give it a ring shape. A ring shape. A ring shape. But we're going to give it a reeded edge first. Kind of hit this with sandpaper, kind of round this part a little bit. We got that Dawg truss right there. Want to keep that beautiful. What's up, CDC? It's best to do the reed part when it's got the flattest edge, so you have a squarer base, because once we start to curve it, then the outside edge would be in the way. Witty witty. Alright, so I'm going to put a reed on it. Doing construction next door. If you hear loud banging and saws, drills, that's what you hear, unless it's me. Focus on the reeds, camera. It can't see them. They're too perfect. They're too perfect. They're in the way. What's up, Randy? Welcome. We're just knocking out a pretty kick-ass ring, hopefully. Hopefully it's kick-ass. So what size are we at? Hopefully it's not too small yet. We're still at a just over, probably right at a 9. Our goal is a 7.5. So now I'm going to reduce both edges down. So what did I say it was? A 9, 7.5. So I want to reduce it to about a 6.5. We're going to reduce it a little bit further than the size that we need. We went through a whole freaking thing of this today already. It's pretty shocking. I guess that first ring, we put a lot of tape on it to protect all that metal, the metaling. All right. So it was a 9. We want a 6.5. So that's 2.5 sizes. Let's use. We're going to use a 25-degree die, so it's going to have a little more of a curve to it. rather than a flat edge. Well, that's just because it's going to work good for this coin, for the size, for the shape, and all that stuff. I don't think that reduced it anything at all. I just want to make sure, because when this thing reduces, it reduces fast. Alright, I think I can go all the way down. Just press it all the way down to the bottom. Do that on both sides. Should be a perfect size niner when we're done. Even further. Need to go further. I don't think I pressed that side down all the way anyways. Can't see because my protective paper's in the way. Just going all the way down. All the way. Same to you, other side. All the way. So it's a 6. We wanted a 6.5, which is fine because it feels like there's quite a bit of metal in there to take off. So I feel like we're going to be just fine taking off 1.5 sizes. So we got a good ring shape. It's kind of more of a fat tire look to it. But just like all rings, there's more metal on the inside of the reeded side that needs to be taken off. And there's a good 1 and 1.5 sizes to take off there. So we're going to do that using the deburring tool. Wah, wah, wah. It's hard to hold on to this thing. It's pretty small in my hands. Plus, I've had this thing slip off before, and that hurts like hell. Takes a big old chunk out of you. I'm gonna have to reform this too, so we're gonna use the ring stretcher here in a second. It's a little wonky. It's a little wonky, yo. So we need to fix the wonk. To be honest, I think it's this die, because I think I've been having problems. Maybe it's shaped improperly inside. Do not know. We'll use a different one. Get what we need. Because it's kind of leaning. You can see it. It's got a little natural lean to it. Got to get rid of that. A little. So we may have to come back to doing this process there. But we got it to a 6.5, which is actually a little bit bigger. It's a size 7, so that's going to be good. I won't have to stretch it as far to get it back down to what we need. Or actually back up. 7.5 is our goal. Alright. So we're going to heat it up, stretch it just a little bit, and then reduce it. And that should fix our slight lean. Like you can almost, it's almost not, you know what? Yeah, it's there. I'm just trying to make sure it's not in my mind, but it's definitely there. We don't want that. Definitely don't want that. So, yeah, I want to do like a dirty version of making a ring, like a lot of innuendos would be fun, because there's a ton of innuendos when you make rings. Stretch the hole out a little bit. Okay, it's not in my mind. It's dark and ugly, but it'll polish out really nice. Alright, let's stretch it slightly using, look at my bag. Get in my bag. I'm just gonna use this. Can you see that? You can kind of see that. Hopefully all the stuff on my table will stay on the table. Clearly need to mount these on better. They'll do the trick for like one ring at a time, but over time, need to mount these a little bit better. See? All my shit falls down. Alright. So we stretched it. Now we're going to reduce it. Reduce. We rereaded it. Now we need to reduce it. Reread. I think I'm going to put a possible do not use me. It doesn't show up. I think there's something wrong with this die. I won't use it. Not gonna use you no more. No more. We'll use this other one. Ooh. Which one are you? You're real pretty. Yeah. Like this one right here. That's the one. That's the one. Sorry guys, I'm talking to myself over here. So what size are we at now? Eek. I didn't even stretch it really. Alright, well we need to stretch it some more first. Gosh darn it. Maybe this one will be better for the job. It's certainly easier on my table. stretching out the hole. Give myself a bacchiotomy. Bacchiotomy. All right. Back to where we were. So now it's at 8. So we can reduce it to half size. Easy peasy. And then it'll be perfect. Super easy. Perfect. All right. Make sure we got our shape right now. Yes. Shape is good. So take a little bit more metal off the inside here, and we should be perfect on size and shape. I just need to make it pretty. Pretty. Which is the fun part. Pretty. Alright, that should be it. Should be the game. Just a tad bit more. Just a little bit more to make it perfect. 7.5. I think that does it. 7.5. If you have a mishap when shaping a ring, yeah, you can fix most of it. The only things you can't really fix are splits or cracks, but misshapes you can definitely fix. God, I feel like there's still a big lip right here. Big chunk, just right there. Yeah, splits and crack, and even those can be fixed if you want to solder it, but then you'll see defects. Why is there such a big difference between right here and everywhere else? else? Ski. Alright, let's make this thing super pretty. Woo! Hot. Super hot. Alright, let's see what we can do to this thing. I'm probably gonna I was just gonna talk shit today, Elmo, too, sorry. I saw somebody post something about a new album that comes out tomorrow. And I was gonna say, how many people are excited for the new U2 album? Probably nobody. I mean, it was a good joke. It's super true. This thing's super pretty. Full. I know, it was a joke. I was kidding. New area? I love Seattle. Seattle's awesome. Just relax, buddy. You hear people outside. It's because there's no TV on. Seinfeld's on though, buddy. You can watch Seinfeld. Alright, nothing left to do here but give it a sweet patina. So this is before patina. Detail is there. It's just hard to see. But we'll be back in probably a minute. Less than a minute. And we'll be able to show this thing off. Be right back. did Max show himself? Did Max show his face around here? He's a cutie. Alright. So now it's got a dark patina to it. When we hit it with some steel wool, it'll pop. Pop. So there's our added reeded side. Is that the added one? Yeah, it's the one we added. It's hard to capture that. I'll probably change the thumbnail to be a final pick of this ring so you get a better view of it there. It's the original reeded side. Nice reed. Mac is Dawg God. We need to go to Home Depot. He loves Home Depot. Got kicked out of Costco, so he can't do that anymore. Macaroni. Little macaroni. Bam! It's done. It's done is done. And this is done. Dun dun dun. Let's see if we can capture it any better. I think if I do it like, maybe we gotta turn it around. Hey, shut your pie hole. Shut your pie hole. Maybe if I wipe the lens, I don't know. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Just captures. It's just a horrible camera. We got these two that were done today. For Guy, both for Guy. Got the 1990 and the 44. Neither one of them are showing up on camera. But both beautiful. Camera, seriously? Do I gotta do this? Like, I remember if I did power button. There we go. There we were. We were good. I don't know why I'm still trying. I know I'm not going to get a good, because I can't like push, I can't push on the screen to make it like focus on something. So I'm just going to take pictures. They're both done, both ready to rock. I'll get these to you here in a few, Guy, and